Hey everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 11th of August. So today we've got the moon making a void of course at 7:52, then it enters Gemini at 12:29, and then Mars makes a quincunx to Chiron. So if you want to know what to do during the moon in Gemini, check out the playlist. But in general, it just makes us more sociable with each other, but on the negatives we can be superficial and gossipy, and people can tell lies and stuff like that, so just watch out for that. Mars quincunx Chiron on the positive side can help us be more self-aware and encouraging to others and to ourselves, especially when it comes to managing our psychological, spiritual and emotional wounds. We'll be more open to healing them and understanding them. Negatively, this transit can stir up feelings of discomfort and frustration, because sometimes, as I said, dealing with our pain is not the easiest, and these triggers of our psychological, emotional or spiritual pain can come out of nowhere, which can test our resilience and ability to cope with our emotional pain right now as well. We need to also think about the ways that we say things right now, because this aspect can bring up, when Mars quincunxes Chiron, difficulties in understanding each other's and communicating effectively, and problems can come up which can be hard to resolve as well. So we just have to, make sure that, if you're feeling down or you don't want to talk about something and a friend or partner is pushing you to say, listen, can we talk about it later? I'm not feeling it right now, rather than like screaming and saying at them and making the situation worse. So yeah, in terms of career, this can make us reassess our goals and ambitions right now. To make the best of this energy, it's best to keep our minds open right now and have a willingness to face our inner struggles and emotional wounds or anything else that comes up. Embracing this opportunity for growth by, maybe engaging in self-reflection, self-help or seeking therapy. Being patient and compassionate with yourself and others as you navigate anything that comes up right now as well. Being mindful of your own triggers, and as well as triggers of your partners and loved ones, because today Mars is quincunx challenging energy. Sometimes people can say things that they know will wind the other person up, because that's Mars fiery energy in quincunx Chiron. So people may intentionally do things to hurt you, and right now you may intentionally do things to hurt others, and this can impact your day over the next 4 to 7 days. This is like really, really active, so just watch out for that as well. And just to remember also that this transit is not meant to bring chaos or suffering, although it can feel like it with the things that come up, and rather it's a call from the universe, for us to grow and evolve on a spiritual level, and by finding resolutions to our problems, uncovering the deeper layers of ourselves and finding out ways to heal them, as well as understanding others and respecting others' boundaries and being more supportive rather than being cruel and actively trying to hurt them. And sometimes when people hurt others, it's because they deeply hurt themselves. Today is a good time to also journal, seek out guidance from a spiritual mentor, to partake in meditation or anything else that can help you on your healing or spiritual journey or intellectual journey, whatever it is you're doing right now. It's time to, kind of dig deep and ask yourself, what do you really want out of life? What are your real goals? Are you following your goals or just goals you were told to have? And, embrace your inner struggles, and just be gentle with yourself as well, and to, as I said, make sure that you truly listen to others rather than just talking to reply. When you're engaging in conversation, try to talk, to listen, and to actually see where the other person's coming from. And this active listening and emphasizing with others can help you untap shared experiences that you never even knew that you had with others, and this can bring a deeper depth to the relationship. So content creators can explore topics such as healing, the different modes of healing, traditional methods like therapy, CBT and stuff like that, psychoanalysis, and or more alternative, such as dance therapy, seeing an astrologer or spiritual guidance counsellor, life coach and stuff like that, the different techniques and the pros and cons of seeking out different healing professionals and the things you should check for. And as I said, my biggest thing is that anyone you're seeking healing from should always be trying to work towards you becoming more independent and trusting yourself and not creating any sort of codependency on them, and you know, where you think that they're the only person who can heal you. Ultimately they should be leading you to understand, love, nurture, respect and manage your own psychological, spiritual and emotional and physical well-being as well. So just talking about, you know, how to watch out for, you know, scammers, because there are a lot of them out there that kind of can prey when we are vulnerable and stuff, can prey on that as well. And just find how we can find more balance in our life between dealing with the day-to-day life and making room to understand our emotions and to take care of our emotions and spiritual and psychological needs as well, and just providing general guidance and support on how people can become more loving and understanding and forgive themselves and others as well, because as time goes on sometimes we get into the blame game. And this is not to say there aren't people to blame in the things that have happened to you and everyone, but ultimately, you know, if we let them control our lives, then they will control our lives, and we will always be living in the shadows of the pain that they've caused us, rather than evolving through that pain and still becoming the person, the best versions of ourselves. And I'm not saying that in a cliche way, I'm just meaning in a way that, you know, sometimes we can just live in the shadows of those that hurt us, and so we're never really living, we're just stuck in time sort of thing. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to end that there. So yeah, that was the daily scope for the 11th of August.